Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. So USC's offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And they finally stopped him at a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Short throw complete to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up.
Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Santiago. He stays alive. And he's got it. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. No huddle here for the offense. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. It's caught downfield. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, USC.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And there's the handoff. The Wolverines pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot in the end zone right here.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Toss play to the running back going left. Will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the one. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job here by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No hesitation from the head coach. He'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. 4th down pass is incomplete, but there's a marker down. A crucial call here.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. But we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry up.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Warm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The offense right to the line, playing the tempo now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And he drops back in the gun, looking for the wideout. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Trojans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Running out of time in the pocket. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch. There's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. On first down, it's play action. Close to the tight end. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And the Trojans come to the line with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's Santiago. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So the offense calls a timeout here as their first of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He pulls in the catch. Touchdown, SC. Still no answer for this offense. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, in the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cut quickly. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Wait, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Handoff from the shotgun. Bites off a defender. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Trojans begin a new series here. 1st and 10.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on 3rd down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up the 1st down to keep this drive alive.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line. No huddle now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Santiago. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he gets the pass away. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Wolverines are going to cash in here in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Santiago. And the pass is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the catch downfield. And the game just good enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
It's a shotgun run call. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the return will be brought down. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a 1st down.
It's a quick grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass caught. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. And the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
They'll work the clock here with their running game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Can he make it to the marker? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still a great year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.